There's a single stone that stands apart from the billions of stones in the planet, and that's the black stone nestled within the awe-inspiring 43-foot granite structure, the Kaaba of Mecca. This stone is elevated to a status of unparalleled holiness. Astoundingly, millions journey across the globe, embarking on pilgrimage to witness and reverently kiss this sacred stone. As regular observers, we can't help but ponder what elevates this seemingly ordinary stone to a status where millions of people hold it in profound reverence. According to Muslim tradition, this very stone played a pivotal role in demarcating the location of the first temple, thereby laying the foundation for the establishment of Mecca itself. Like any mysterious religious artifact, the black stone has sparked various speculations and intrigues about its true properties. Indeed, compelling narratives assert that the black stone cradles the mythical beast of Revelation, Baal, once banished from heaven and now ensnared within its enigmatic confines. A provocative assertion goes even further, suggesting that Jesus Christ himself disclosed that Allah, as mentioned in the Quran, is the entity confined within the black stone of the Kaaba. According to this view, Jesus predicts the emergence of a false prophet identified as Muhammad, who will establish an image for this beast. The intricate details unfold in Revelation chapter 13, verse 14, where the image deceives the inhabitants of the earth, compelling them to worship it in homage to the miraculously surviving beast with a sword wound. These lead us to thought-provoking questions. Is there a hidden presence or entity nestled within the confines of this stone? Could this be the real reason why this stone is so important to the Islamic community? Typically, addressing these inquiries involves subjecting the artifact to scientific examination by experts. However, the case for the black stone is different. Due to the reluctance to potentially harm this sacred object, it has undergone only a limited degree of scientific scrutiny. Consequently, numerous theories concerning it primarily rely on observations rather than undergoing rigorous scientific inquiry. Nevertheless, over time, shocking discoveries have emerged regarding this sacred stone. Let's dive into these groundbreaking discoveries that have reshaped our understanding of this stone. To begin our narrative, let's look at what Islam believes about the long journey that made this stone highly revered today. Scholars suggest that the attraction originated from the belief that the black stone is not of earthly origin. It is seen as a miraculous stone thought to have come from the heavens and possessing supernatural powers. Following Adam's banishment from the Garden of Eden, burdened by sin, the black stone was granted to him as a means to cleanse his transgressions and pave the way for his journey back to heaven. It was said that the stone was originally as white as milk, but it underwent a transformation to a dark color due to its exposure to a world saturated with the accumulated sins of humanity. Yet the stone's stories go beyond Adam and Eve, encompassing tales involving Abraham and Prophet Muhammad. It was in Mecca that Abraham and his son Ishmael constructed the initial house of worship for God. Upon completing this sacred house, there remained one brick awaiting placement. Abraham then dispatched his son Ishmael to find a distinctive stone for this purpose. However, in a divine twist, the ultimate stone to be laid was not from earthly materials, but rather a stone directly from the heart of paradise. The angel Gabriel descended with the stone and entrusted it to Abraham, who meticulously positioned it in its designated place. It remained undisturbed for an extended duration, until a devastating fire partially damaged the Kaaba. This prompted the Meccan clans to undertake the formidable challenge of restoring it. The black stone had been temporarily removed to facilitate the rebuilding work. Upon completing the restoration, they faced an unexpected dilemma, determining who would have the honor of returning the stone to its rightful place. Naturally, each of them coveted this privilege. In a stroke of ingenuity, they devised a solution. They would grant this honor to the first person entering the entrance. This person happened to be Muhammad, 35 years old at the time and 5 years before his prophethood. Demonstrating wisdom, Muhammad requested the elders to bring a cloth and place the black stone at its center. The leaders of each clan took hold of the cloth's corners, collectively transporting the black stone to its designated location. Then Muhammad set the stone in place, satisfying the honors of all the clans. Following his triumphant conquest of Mecca in 630 AD, a moment of profound reverence unfolded as Muhammad circled the Kaaba 7 times on his camel. With a gesture of deep respect, he touched the black stone with his stick. He then commanded the obliteration of pagan gods within the shrine and its purification from all traces of polytheism. Since then, the Kaaba has stood as the central focus of Muslim devotion, symbolizing the triumph over idolatry and marking a pivotal moment in Islamic history. The black stone embedded within the Kaaba served as a tangible bridge between heaven and earth, embodying a powerful link between the divine and the earthly realms. We could say that the black stone has stood the test of time. It became a silent witness to a multitude of historical events and endured significant damage over the years. Enduring shattering blows and even becoming the target of theft, the sacred stone has withstood a diverse array of challenges and trials, attesting to its resilience and enduring significance. During the Umayyad siege of Mecca in 683 AD, historical accounts suggest that it was struck and shattered into fragments by a catapult-launched stone. In 930 AD, a small Shiite sect known as Karmatians seized the black stone, relocating it to their stronghold in Hajar, present-day Bahrain. As per an Ottoman historian, Abu Tahir al-Karmati, the leader of the Karmatians, attempted to redirect the pilgrimage away from Mecca by placing the black stone in his mosque. However, his efforts proved unsuccessful as pilgrims persisted in revering the original site of the black stone. 23 years later, in 952 AD, the black stone was finally returned. The Karmatians held it for ransom and forced the Abbasids to pay a huge sum for its return. It was wrapped in a sack and was callously thrown into the Friday Mosque of Kufa. This resulted in additional damage that shattered it into 7 pieces. However, the stone showed the dire fate that awaited those who dared to disrupt its sanctity. The abductor, in a chilling twist of fate, met a gruesome demise, succumbing to a harrowing death marked by the torment of a gangrenous sore. This has been shown again in another incident from the 1st century. A man purportedly sought to shatter it and paid the ultimate price, resulting in only marginal damage to the sacred stone. Recognizing the fragility of the shattered stone, the stewards of the Kaaba took decisive action. They commissioned a pair of adept Meccan goldsmiths to craft an elaborate silver frame, serving as a robust shield against future potential threats. This is the exact frame that continues to hold the fragments of the stone to this very day. Now, let's dive into the scientific community's efforts to unveil the mysteries surrounding the sacred stone and the fascinating discoveries they've made along the way. In 1974, Robert Dietz and John McCone boldly suggested a hypothesis challenging the meteoric origin of the black stone, instead proposing that it is a naturally occurring agate indigenous to our own planet. This conclusion stemmed from their keen observation of the stone's distinctive physical characteristics. Agate, being monomineralic, characterized by hardness, toughness, and fine-grained texture, is known for achieving a high polish through rubbing. This likelihood gained support from the observation of a well-qualified Arab geologist who conducted a detailed examination of the stone during the Hajj pilgrimage. According to his findings, the stone exhibits distinctive diffusion banding, a feature that strongly indicates its classification as an agate. However, a pivotal revelation in 951 AD, arising from 21 years after its theft, challenged this hypothesis. As chronicled, the stone was distinguished by its buoyancy in water. If proven true, this observation would dismiss the likelihood of the black stone being an agate, basalt lava, or stony meteorite, leaning instead towards properties akin to glass or pumice. In 1980, Elizabeth Thompson from the University of Copenhagen suggested that the black stone might be a fragment of glass or impactite resulting from a meteorite impact about 6,000 years ago at Wabar. This impact site is situated in the Rub al-Khali Desert, approximately 1,100 kilometers east of Mecca. The Wabar site features silica glass blocks with white or yellow interiors and glass-filled hollows, giving them the ability to float in water, coincidentally mirroring the characteristics of the black stone, which also floats in water and remains cool in fire. However, this theory has been shattered by a study conducted by the United States Geological Survey using thermoluminescence dating analysis. It was determined that the Wabar impact event occurred at least 250 years later. This finding strongly suggests that the black stone was not a part of the Wabar impact. The British Natural History Museum entertained the possibility that the black stone may be a pseudo-meteorite, a terrestrial rock mistakenly attributed to a meteoric origin. Nevertheless, a handful of studies have been undertaken in an effort to unravel its composition and origin. In a notable 2014 study, non-destructive techniques including X-ray fluorescence and Raman spectroscopy were employed to analyze the black stone. The findings unveiled a composite structure comprising various mineral components, notably basalt, an igneous rock commonly found in volcanic regions. This discovery aligns with the hypothesis that the black stone originates from terrestrial sources. In 2017, another follow-up study employed scanning electron microscopy to closely examine the surface of the black stone. This study discovered tiny living organisms inside the stone, suggesting that biological activity might have played a part in its history. These scientific endeavors, though limited, provide valuable insights into the nature of the black stone, bridging the gap between its religious significance and the realm of empirical analysis. Yet some sources suggest that studies from 15 universities showed conflicting results, pointing to the presence of magnetic properties in the black stone. This adds more support to the idea that the black stone might indeed be of meteoric origin. Furthermore, there is noteworthy evidence, particularly from a nearby impact crater, that substantiates this intriguing possibility. With a metal content exceeding existing steel by an astonishing factor of 23,000, this stone stands out. Astronauts conducting a study observed a radiant glow emanating from the Earth, eventually linked to the Kaaba. Remarkably, this stone functions as a superconductor, comparable to a broadcasting microphone, boasting a transmission range that spans thousands of miles. Meteorites, which travel from outer space and encounter cosmic rays, carry a certain level of radioactivity. Those without protection from electromagnetic radiation might notice a faint noise coming from these space rocks, often linked to beta particles. It's believed that the black stone may have a physical impact on people who touch it. Is it plausible that the stone emits a form of radiation energy that escapes our present comprehension? Providing a conclusive answer to this question may remain elusive until the foreseeable future. However, beyond its historical mysteries, the black stone stands as a testament to the spiritual essence and unifying force shared by Muslims worldwide. What matters most is not whether it's from Earth or a gift from heaven, but the profound impact it has had on the faith of Muslims. What are your thoughts about this? Hope you like our story. Until the next one.